సార్ నమస్తే సార్.
కృష్ణ మోహన్ గారు చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత.
అవును సార్. బాగున్నారా?
ఫైన్ ఫైన్. ఎలా ఉన్నారు మీరు?
బాగున్నాను సార్.
చెప్పండి.
ఏం లేదు సార్, అది మళ్ళీ అర్జెంట్ అయింది 27th కు. అది ఏం కొందరు ఉందంటున్నారు.
27th అయింది కానీ బట్ they have urgent to 27th. Originally they have told both that vice president of Arise and also the Mr. Sevaram. Afterwards, Sevaram again told it is not likely to come on 27th. We may have to wait for the board, Supreme Court cause board list. That is likely to be prepared on 4th April. Then only we will come to know in which month date it will come up.
Okay.
That being the case, the case may be dragged, in my opinion, beyond summer vacation.
Why?
Because summer vacation is fast approaching. In the month of April only summer vacation, I think, after 15th or something like that. That being the case, it will be very convenient in you for DFS and MOF, Nexus, to get it postponed. It is in their hands. They may try to influence the registry, Supreme Court registry, to postpone it after summer vacation.
Okay.
So we are helpless. So anyway, let us. But one thing, these are all the what got frustrating. Only to frustrate our efforts. They are doing all this nonsense, indulging in this nonsensical cheap political game. So finally, our people may have to be forced to accept ipso facto. Because already they might have sought the consent letters from AIBA retiring outfits from State Bank of India and also from AIBRF. Because they are the affiliates of SCJ, AIBA. Mr. Venkatachalam's caucus. So it will be easy for IBA to arm twist and see that Arise also fall in line with them. So let us see. In all probability, in my opinion, ipso facto will become fait accompli for us. And the only thing, the only hoping against hope is, if that ipso facto were to be imposed on us, then they may try to give some relief, relief or something like sigh of relief in the form of some percentage of extra percentage of additional amount, in the form of some ex gratia to those who have completed 65 years, beyond 65 years. What is prevailing in the government pensioners?
Central government pensioners.
What they have given to central government, some percentage they have given. Some those have completed 60 years or 65 years, some 10%. Those have completed 70 years, 20%. And those have completed 75 or 80 years, 20% like that. That they may. So let us see.
But initially on 20th,
if that were be the case, there will be any deficit, fall of any deficit. Say for example, if ipso facto acts to be is accepted, is thrust upon us rather. It is not accepted, it is thrust upon us by the IBA and MOF gang, Nexus. Then for those in the 7th bipartite, for example 7th BPS retirees, there will be a loss of 10,000 rupees approximately.
Yes, yes.
With those who have retired with the 7,500 basic,
Oh, yes, yes. I
there will
I
be
have seen our
10,000
posting.
rupees loss in the basic pension.
Yes, yes.
Basic pension. Basic pension means plus dearness relief thereof.
Yes, yes. Even family pension will also be affected.
Family pension also will be affected drastically.
Mm.
Drastically.
Mm.
So, in the wake of this, if they give some sort of relief for those who have completed, as I told just now, 60, 65, 70, 75, some 15, 10, 15, 20%, 25% like that. That may offset this deficit to a certain extent.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, it is all we are working out in the air. Gallo medal kadtunnam. Anyway, we will see.
While getting it post urgent to 27th, or Mr. Sevaram, I think he has the judge. It seems to be the judge is talking about central government employees pension as if we have opted for that.
See, the thing is, they immediately should have retaliated, saying that we are demanding as per the pension regulations. That's all. Simple one word. One word.
Yes.
Had he uttered that one word and kept quiet, that would have cleared any ambiguity and on the part of judges as also to the members. You would have conveyed a correct position and confidence to the members. He should have uttered only that word and kept quiet, because he is only an advocate on record. He cannot argue. Only Mr. that Manu Singh or somewhere, it seems they have appointed a new advocate, senior advocate, with some what you call what do you say? What do you say? One of the lawyers in the limelight. Celebrity, celebrities, you will have celebrities in like that, a celebrity advocate, I think. Definitely such a type of advocates will create some impact on the judges. So let us see in this backdrop. Anyway, I am confident. I am more confident that ipse facto is likely to be our fait accompli. Anyway, it is to be seen. In all probability, the case may not. They may reach only after summer vacation. They may drag. It is in their hands, government and MOF and registry hands. So they may influence the registry to drag on up to beyond summer vacation. See, it is only our anxiety, our pain. They will not have the pinch of the pain what we are having. For them, it is a routine affair. Lawyers and judiciary, it is for them, it is a routine affair. They don't feel the pinch of it. Pinch of ours.
They are not affected by this.
But one thing, we must congratulate the RRB retirees organizations who have successfully influenced through their advocates. In fact, the other day, I met the president of All India Regional Rural Bank Retirees Organizations, one Mr. Raja Reddy Garu, in his house. In fact, they had invited me to some meeting, in a closed door meeting. So, I really congratulated and complimented Raja Reddy Garu for his good efforts. What good efforts? Best efforts. So we should take lessons from such people.
It is not easy to get pension from 93.
It is not. It is a daydream. It would have been a daydream if it were to be. We were to be in their position. But it is a very good achievement, and we must congratulate and compliment RRB retirees for that excellent verdict. So anyway, this is all history. Anyway, let us look at. I am confidently I can say the ipso facto is likely to be the most coming reality in the wake of all in the backdrop of all this scenario. Okay. One thing you remember, you recollect. For remembrance, I will tell you. See, on 23rd January, in the month of last week of January, Aiba Park went to met finance secretary.
Yes.
And they in that meeting for the pension, these all cases and for pension updation and all other cases and other issues. Do you know what they said? They themselves confirmed the response from the Ministry of Finance is lackadaisical. See, indifferent. Indifferently, they have responded. They experienced a very bitter experience of indifferent attitude exhibited by the Joint Secretary of Finance. He is not bothered to entertain them. Indirectly, our people, it seems he might have given a signal to get out. First you withdraw the case and come. This is the word we have used. That means it is a slap on our face. It is an embarrassing situation for the leadership of Aiba Park. I pity them.
Yes.
I pity them. Really, I pity them. Of course, such type of humiliations to the leaders, it is not new. It is not new. Even when I was a leader of an organization, Integrated Bank Officers Association, as the state secretary, I also underwent certain humiliations at the hands of the management. But still, we have to swallow them as bitter pills for the sake of our members. But we should not compromise with our policies. So anyway, Mr. Acharya is a seasoned leader with maturity. But anyway, notwithstanding the good or bad events that has contributed by Aiba Park also in the past, especially in special allowance cases, because they are also party to that special allowance anomaly.
Yes.
But anyway, we have to forget, and the legal battle is the only recourse for us to set the rate.
Yes.
All settlements, you take it from me, bipartite negotiations they are ignoring the principles of natural justice and legal sanctity. All aberrations have taken place right from the beginning. Right from the beginning, there have been aberrations. 1684, it started with that.
Yes.
It started with that after 2001. For 7th BPS retirees, for the purpose of pension, they have taken the earlier settlements basic, not the current basic. That is, instead of merging dearness settlements at the rate of 1684 points, they merged at the rate of 1616 points. So that difference has created anomaly. And finally, we have got to fight for 20 years to get the judgment in our favor. Of course, with interest at 9%. Retrospective effect. That is the only solace. So
even the same thing is happened in 2022 after 20 years.
Yes, it is happening. Say managements, they don't pennywise and pound foolish. To save, instead of giving 10 rupees to an employee or retiree, they don't mind to spend lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees.
Yes.
So in our 1684 case, when the case came up to the division bench of Bangalore, Karnataka, Justice Vikramjit Sen and Justice B.V. Nagaratnama, today now she is the sitting Supreme Court judge. That bench have remarked. They passed harsh remark against the management, saying, this is a very simple and trivial issue. For this purpose, you are wasting crores of rupees of the public money, as also the precious time of the judiciary. They have reprimanded the managements. It is on record. I will show that division bench judgment. Against that, the management went to the Supreme Court again.
Okay.
Though we fought there, of course. So finally, it is only through Supreme Court we should get it.
Yes.
Whether you, by swallowing all the delay, what to do? There is no other recourse left. And finally, this is, see, as per pension regulations, the regulations signed on 29, the Memorandum of Understanding signed on 29/10/1993 at the time of introduction of pension scheme, signed by all the members of workmen organizations under ID Act. That is the base document and genesis. That is the only document which has got legal sanctity under Industrial Disputes Act.
Okay.
Basing on that only, our pension regulations have come into force. So that is the base document.
Okay.
In that clearly they have mentioned pension updation should be done on RBI pattern. And in the same agreement, they have also told any amendments to be, any changes to be carried out, it should be done with mutual agreement. That also they have incorporated. It is a safety. It is a safety. That what you call circuit breaker. You tell me. You know it. Circuit breaker. So they have incorporated the circuit breaker clause in that, envisaging that future problem. So now that clause is coming to their rescue to incorporate ipso facto. By taking clue from that clause, now IBI's Ministry of Finance and others, they are joined together, caucus, and our AIBA caucus also supporting. Anyway, they will be there. Venkatachalam is the shoe licker of MOF and IBA. And our AIBRF SC Jain is his boot licker of Mr. Venkatachalam. And Mr. C.N. Prasad is very good chela of Venkatachalam. So, in that background only, they were invited and extended red carpet welcome by the finance secretary. Immediately after this AIB IBA Park's exit from the Ministry of Finance chambers. The very next day, in a couple of next days, they went. They were invited by the Finance Ministry.
Okay.
So these are all the things. These are all the ground realities which we have got to accept and fight. But still, we have to do whatever best we can do. Anyway, if, to sum up the entire thing, I am telling you, we should get mentally prepared that ipso facto is going to be our fait accompli.
Okay. But even now, I think that the advocates might have been properly guided to what to say at the court.
Okay, so that will be, anyway, that exercise they will do it. But finally, when the powers that we are driving us to come to that corner, come to that situation, what else? Supposing tomorrow after they will say, IBA will say, sir, we have proposing like this is because that a section of the retirees, they will, subsequent retirees, they will get less than what their predecessor got. That's why you have worked out this ipso facto. See, that clause, because special allowance, because of that special allowance was not taken into for retirement benefits, that gap has come.
Yes.
Special allowance is a sin committed by UFBU, where IBA Park is also a contributing party to that. All allowances in 1684 case, it is clearly mentioned all allowances which are reckoned for basic should be treated as should be reckoned for terminal benefits, superannuation benefits. Superannuation benefits, PF, gratuity, pension. So when that clause is clear-cut clause is there, in spite of that, they have gone this special allowance.
Yes.
So it is a sin committed by our own union leaders.
Special allowance includes the DA.
Which includes DA. And see, the thing is, having committed that, so that is percolating. Now, they will say, so many cases are pending now, Supreme Court. Our people have to say that, sir, special allowance is an anomaly created by. Say, when C.N. Prasad broached this topic to me, Murthy, if RBI pattern is given, your own scale 3 officers, they will be drawing less than their predecessors. Then I told him, who has committed this sin? Who is the brainchild of this special allowance anomaly? Who has created it? It is UFBU. We have created an anomaly in the form of special allowance. To separate that anomaly, you wanted to create ipso facto another anomaly. You wanted to create another anomaly to separate another one previous anomaly.
Yes.
What is this bloody nonsense logic? Then he had no answer. He had no answer. But what to do? But ultimately, it is going to be a fait accompli for us, ipso facto.
Yes.
With all said and done.
No, without saying that new DA base year should be taken, but it is not being taken.
See, now, because they cannot do it without the approval with the Supreme Court. Without approval from the Supreme Court, they cannot take. That also, ipso facto also. Because, I tell you the background. Without, it becomes sub judice. Without putting forth before the court and take their approval, if without informing the court, they cannot do it. It becomes sub judice. So, even if proposal also should be informed to the court first. Because there is a subsisting order on 21/2022. Before that, in the month of December 21, we went to Nutalapati Venkatramana Garu, N.V. Ramana Garu, Chief Justice, the then Chief Justice.
Yes.
And we apprised, this is the case, it's pending, all this kindly. At that time, the case was posted to February. After taking all our explanations and I gave the full details, then he was kind enough to prepone the case from February to January 20th. Abruptly, you know it? Only on 19th January midnight it was informed to the advocates. You can cross-verify them. You can cross-verify those advocates.
Okay.
On 19th January, midnight they have informed, late hours. There is a case, it was preponed. They got astonished. How come the case is abruptly preponed?
Okay.
Even I met in his house, N.V. Ramana Garu. He was so courteous and he's just like any common man. He speaks not with his Chief Justice and all this. Just like a common man, he spoke to me. I astonished his modesty and temperament. So that case was posted on that day, on 20th January. Court ordered, highway, you must submit a report, giving 3 months time. So that order is still subsisting, even now, as of operative, even as of now, even as on the date. So we are very much thankful to N.V. Ramana Garu for his kind gesture. We cannot forget.
Having given a Nisi order.
Sir, what to do? Say. Sir, don't. lawmakers or lawbreakers
Hmm.
in our country. Those who have to guard the law, they are just like closing their eyes conveniently.
Hmm.
The justice of idol will be blind and it will be tied with eye. Eyes are tied with a ribbon.
Hmm.
Just like our judges are also closing their eyes.
Okay.
All nonsenses are happening in the Supreme Court, Baba. For your information, I will tell you. When I filed a complaint in Supreme Court
Hmm.
on mismanagement of corpus funds by the banks,
Hmm.
my complaints were pending in Supreme Court.
Okay.
Fortunately, at that point of time,
Hmm.
displeasure, an issue of displeasure occurred in Supreme Court where
Hmm.
fraud, I can say, a fraud played in Supreme Court registry. The
Hmm.
docket orders of the then Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi, were manipulated and typed in favor of the petitioners, that is Ambani's.
Okay.
It is a blunder, it is a fraud.
Hmm.
Immediately, Ranjan Gogoi, when it came to the notice of Ranjan Gogoi Garu, Honorable Chief Justice, he got furious. Immediately, he ordered CBI people to come and investigate
Hmm.
Supreme Court's registry on concurrent basis, day to day. Any outgoing or incoming communications from registry will be scrutinized in the magnified lens by CBI. It is at that point of time my complaints were also catch the eyes of the CBI, because
Okay.
one of my complaints were forwarded by the then Vice President of India's office.
Okay.
Immediately it caught their attention.
Hmm.
On technical points, technically, my case cannot be taken on PIL.
Okay.
That's why, though my case was not taken on PIL,
Hmm.
they conducted investigations.
Hmm.
They conduct CBI without Ministry of Finance approval. They cannot conduct any investigation. So they have sought the permission of Ministry of Finance, and they conducted inquiries. They found some in 8 banks. They have not properly paid the towards corporate funds.
Okay.
Even AKBRF, All India Kerala Bank Retirees Federation, have issued a circular to IBA, addressed a letter to IBA.
Hmm.
These are the banks who have not contributed properly. There is no answer from IBA chairman at the time.
Okay.
So these are all the things happened behind the screen. What we have been doing, we cannot. And people, our adversaries will say, this is all cock and bull stories. Don't believe. But fact is a fact, whether you believe it or not. I care 2 hoots if those who don't believe. But fact remains a fact. I have communicated all these things in black and white to everybody. Even mismanagement of corpus funds, insofar as the mismanagement of corpus funds, diverting the pension funds to private investments, it was accepted. It was confirmed by Mr. Venkatachalam by himself. He addressed a letter to all the his members who on the trust boards of the pension trust boards in various banks. He communicated with the circular. Be careful. This is a breach of trust, punishable under criminal law. So all this, even the chairman Oriental Bank of Commerce chairman was admonished. I am given to understand from a confident source.
Okay.
All these things will not be published, Baba. So anyway, with all said and done, we are going to our pension updation with ipso facto. That's all. The only thing is, let it come fast without further delay. That is the only way. Let us pray Mata Kanaka Durga. Okay, sir?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత మీరు మాట్లాడటం
సార్
చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత మాట్లాడుతున్నారు
అవునవును
మీరు.
సార్, చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత మాట్లాడుతున్నాను సార్. అంటే ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ త్రూ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవరీ పోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ యూ, సో ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు డిస్టర్బ్ యూ.
సో కైండ్, సో కైండ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే సార్,
ఓకే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అందరిని అడిగాను, చెప్పండి.
ఓకే,
హౌ ఆర్ యూ డూయింగ్? హౌ ఇస్ యువర్
ఫైన్ సార్,
హెల్త్?
ఫైన్ సార్.
వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. ఓకే,
ఎంటరింగ్ ఇంటూ 69th year.
69. Oh, you are trailing behind me by 8 years.
Younger than you.
Yeah, yes. Okay, I am entering 77 next May. Next
Okay,
coming
great.
May.
Great.
Now it is March, April,
Yes.
May I am entering into 77th year.
Achha.
Just on first May. My date of birth is 1st May.
Okay.
May Day.
That is why you are so active.
May 1st. May Day. May Day is my birthday. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Namaste.
Nice, thank you.